Welcome to the first knockout round of the season. Well, kind of, I guess, second knockout round because the last weekend of the regular season was kind of a knockout round.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
Not well. We had a different quarterback wasn't Tony Romo, threw an interception in the fourth quarter. It seems like no matter who we put back there.
So what you're telling me is it's not Romo.
It's not Romo's fault.
It's the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure.
It's the GM, the president, and the owner. Oh wait, they're all one person. Oh.
Obviously, guys, both Bryce and I are in Buckeye gear because the Orange Bowl is tonight. We're facing off against Clemson, so we're just trying to
Orange Bowl, Clemson's orange.
do everything.
Not a good omen.
It's not looking good.
No.
But we're here to talk about the football games this weekend, and let's talk about the Saturday games. Chiefs at Colts. Colts actually finally, and guys, at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, two venues were still not sold out.
Well, no, the Indianapolis was actually the first venue that sold out. Yeah.
Yes. Colts. Was it the Colts or was it the? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it was the Colts that weren't sold out.
Green Bay also.
Eagles were not sold out.
Green Bay is also not sold out, and Cincinnati.
No, they are now.
The Colts are now because the Colts.
All of them are.
Oh, they're all.
All of them are sold out as of right now.
But I don't know about the other ones, but Indy had a corporation come in and buy 1,200 tickets.
Meyer, yep.
And is giving them away to active duty and military servicemen for free.
That's where the final 1,200 tickets came from.
Yeah, yeah. If you, I don't know where you go to pick up these tickets, but apparently if you go to wherever they're giving these out and show your military ID, you get a free ticket.
Let's talk about that Colts-Chiefs game. This is actually a rematch from earlier in the season. Mm-hmm. Colts actually ended up winning. And guys, you have to look at this too. And the Colts actually had a really good season. They ended up 10-6, mm-hmm. but they had some really quality wins.
They did.
Chiefs, Broncos, mm-hmm. they were all big wins for them.
Yep. And
they're at home. They play well at home.
They do.
The Chiefs do have a lot of film to study from the last time. Mm-hmm. And, I think that I'm going to take the Colts. I think the Chiefs are going to be coming in thinking they're still on 5-9, but they haven't been playing good football.
They haven't.
The past 6 weeks.
Past about 4 to 6 weeks, they've really taken a nosedive. After that loss against the Broncos, they just haven't looked like the Chiefs that we thought they were early on in the season. But early on in the season, they played a lot of scrub teams. They didn't play a lot of the quality teams that they played in the second half of the season, and they've kind of showed their chinks in the armor and they've showed their weaknesses. Having said that, the Colts I preach this week in and week out, they're going to be without Reggie Wayne this weekend again. That's Andrew Luck's safety blanket. I think that's going to be a huge deal at home.
And they've got Dallas Clark, right?
They do? Wait.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Going on the road and winning in the playoffs is a tough feat. But Alex Smith, Kansas City's quarterback, he's been there, done that. He has experience. He's not the greatest quarterback of all time, but he's a fantastic game manager. And the big thing in the playoffs you have to limit is turnovers. You can't make stupid mistakes, and Alex Smith is very good at doing that.
So you're taking the Chiefs on the road?
I'm going to take the Chiefs on the road. Yeah.
Colts at home. Late game on Saturday night is going to be the Eagles and the Saints. The Saints at home, the Saints on the road in Philadelphia. This is actually just a really interesting game because you have to look at it. The Eagles basically made their way in. At the expense of your.
Yes. They made it in the last 2 minutes of the weekend. Really,
the Saints, on the other hand, basically just kind of backed in because they ended up being 11-5 this year, but they ended up being a wild card team, mm-hmm. and this is what is messed up about the football seeding, and there's talks about it to fix in the future, but
they should. In my opinion.
We can talk about that later. The Eagles don't play really well at home. I mean, realistically, mm-hmm. they haven't. Well, they're 4-4 at home this year. Mm-hmm. That's not great.
Nope.
The Saints, on the other hand, average 18 points a game on the road, which doesn't equate to much.
It's a far cry from their Metrodome, offense.
I don't think the Saints play well on the road, and I think Philadelphia ends up winning this game. Even though, plus it's going to be cold.
I agree. It's going to be frigid conditions. The Saints are on the road, which they haven't played well all season. It's going to be cold out there. We saw Nick Foles a few weekends ago in the snow. I mean, at least 3 foot of snow. He didn't play well in the first quarter.
Yeah, it didn't bother Shady McCoy.
Yeah, that's true. After the first quarter, he kind of settled in a little bit, and he kind of got used to the cold. I think it's going to be the same thing. The Saints don't play well on the road. They don't play well in cold conditions. They're a dome team. I think that's going to hurt the Saints. I think Philadelphia wins this and makes it to the second round of the playoffs.
Okay. Bengals, Chargers, first game on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
This game is actually really interesting because the Chargers essentially had to get a whole bunch of things to happen in order for them to get that final wild card spot. The Bengals won their division outright, was clear favorite. They're at home, but what has it been? Either whoever has faced Philadelphia in the opening or in the Philadelphia's home opener has either gone on to the Super Bowl or has won the Super Bowl the past 4 years.
Yep.
That being said, the Chargers did that. I'm still taking Cincinnati at home.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. I mean, you're taking. I think the elements are going to play a big part in this wild card weekend. With the Bengals being a cold weather team and being them from up north, and you're having the Chargers come in from South California, coming in. They're a warm weather team. It's 70 degrees out there just about every day. They're going up to Cincinnati. It's going to be cold. Phillip Rivers, he's played in the cold. Yeah, sometime in college. Chargers don't have much of a running game. Cincinnati does.
I'm taking Bengals.
I'm gonna have to take Bengals at home.
This game, Bryce and I have been joking back and forth all week about, just simply because the high in Green Bay on Sunday is supposed to be the high for the entire day is supposed to be -5.
No
kickoff is.
Why the hell would anybody live in a place like that? Are you an idiot?
At kickoff, it's supposed to be -18.
Why?
Okay, so that being said, there's a lot going on in this game. This was a rematch from earlier in the season. It didn't end well for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But Green Bay has their leader back. They've got Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy is playing. He actually had his first full practice on Thursday that he has had in weeks. Randall Cobb's back.
Yep.
I like what Green Bay can do at home, especially in the cold. I don't think the 49ers can manage it because it all depends on Kaepernick. And Kaepernick actually, I mean, he did play in a cold weather environment up at college, but
you're taking another California team, 70 degree, 75 degree weather team that plays, in warm weather every single day and every single game, and you're putting them. The wind chill is going to be -35 at the time of kickoff. The hell would
that's a little bit chilly.
That's ridiculous.
A little bit.
I don't know why they built a city.
And people actually wonder why Green Bay didn't sell out this game until like the final minute.
I'm a hardcore fan. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to a game in -35 degree weather. I have more sense than that.
Okay.
Having said that, Green Bay is going to win. Green Bay has practiced outside every day this week. They're getting acclimated to the cold. They know how to play up there. Aaron Rodgers has been up there for multiple years, Randall Cobb, and they have a fantastic running game in Eddie Lacy. I think that's what it's going to come down to is which running game can get going in a -35 degree wind chill game. It's just ridiculous.
So in other words, Daniel and my wife are going to be very upset after this weekend.
Indeed, it looks that way.
All right, guys, that's our preview for the first wild card weekend. So be sure to check back next week. We'll be talking about the divisional rounds. Yep. We're only a month away from the Super Bowl.
We are.
That's insane.
And we're also under a month away from pitchers and catchers reporting.
Oh, right.
So that's even better. Super Bowl's fantastic, but pitchers and catchers reporting that's top notch.
For Bryce and Billy, thanks guys for watching.